Good morning to you from Henstead Wood. I was actually a bit reluctant to come up here this morning because the rain looked a little bit threatening over the hill where I was about to walk. But yet there was a rainbow, and I got chatting actually to, there's a chap that lives here. He's living in a motorhome, a bit like a hermit really. He has his circumstances, but it's good to sort of get a little bit of reassurance. He said to me it won't rain, and he watches the sky quite intensely. Anyway, I'm in the wood here, and I'd like to just share 8 verses with you from Genesis chapter 12. And because of my reluctance to come up here, I thought about Abraham and the promise that God had made to Abraham and the call that Abraham had. And I'd like to just share that with you for a couple of minutes. It's verses 1 to 8 in Genesis 12. Now the Lord had said unto Abraham, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram, and said, Unto thy seed will I give this land. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west and Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord. And I thought, as I read this, that it wasn't just Abram that obeyed the Lord. He took a whole contingent of people with him. He couldn't just go into the promised land on his own. I don't know whether Sarai was reluctant to go, but nevertheless, they all obeyed. And that contingent of people that stood with Abram, as he said that as he was promised that the Lord would bless him if he was to make that journey. Aren't we all a bit reluctant at times to make a journey? And as the pressures have got stronger and stronger in this tyrannical world that we're living in at the moment, the pressure's getting more and more difficult, isn't it, to obey, to stay faithful to the Lord, to be steadfast. But yet that call to Abram is the call to us. Get thee out of this country. Get thee out of the spirit of the world around you. Come into the promised land. Jesus, of course, has made the way into the promised land. And we do it, don't we, on a daily basis as we live our lives for him. In a sense, we're mini Abrahams. We're leaving that country and we're coming into that far place, and we're looking at the horizon. And like me this morning, I saw the rainbow on the horizon. I trusted the word of the man in the motorhome. He said it won't rain. And I went forth in faith. And that is the call today for all of us, is to go forth in faith. Not to stand back, but to know that there is a blessing at the end. The old saying of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Well, there's a rainbow, but there's a promise. And it's the same promise that God made to Noah when the rainbow appeared, that he wouldn't flood the earth again. And now that we have the Lord Jesus Christ in our hearts, we know that we need not be flooded again with the power of the world. If we stand obedient to the Lord, walk in his ways, we too, like Abraham, will receive the promise. And God will bless us. I do have more to say actually in another video later on, possibly today over the weekend. It'll be a longer piece. And we'll see what the Lord has to say. But I know we're living in prophetic times. And we need to be a prophetic people. Abram listened to God. It was prophesied unto him he would be made a great nation. And he stood on that word. So today I say, stand on his word. Be strong. Be courageous. He is with you. Have a good day.